from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bears offense will get first crack at it here. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bears are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Past the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Back to throw, it's Cobb. Grabs it in the middle. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Skips away from pressure. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set it down.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to throw.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Cobb. There's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And the Bears will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. The sure hands, it's Williams.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Finds a man in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he...
Turning it on! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Every offense defense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Leaves it with the back. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Gets it out quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Cobb. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Bear offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. A first down for the offense. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The short hands. It's Williams. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Cox. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. With the catch, it's Bloomberg. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Bears look to do some damage in the red zone. Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri State.
But this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give is to Williams. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Phyllis, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware.
And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Cobb. Quick strike complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 63 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Finds a crease at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Missouri State offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Finds space on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Gets it out fast. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play.
Into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Back to throw, it's Cobb. Got his man. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Caught on the outside. It's Williams. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Running back searching for a hole. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got his man. Touchdown, Missouri State! And the route is on.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Cobb. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. This will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Man, not much much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Working that left side now. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way and he's got room. Touchdown Bears! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Boom. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Moving out of the pocket. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I love it, and that's exactly how I'm going to play if I'm this defense today. You've seen him. This guy will take off. He'll make plays with his feet. Nice job playing coverage, but with...
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Looking for a man. It's Cobb. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. Hard running there. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's real.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Bear offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's very fortunate to get him back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there.
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. One more play to pad the stats. Dropping back, it's Cobb. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.